So what is review mode? Well, the first thing it's nothing to do with Melodyne. This is purely a JavaScript concept that I thought of and I put it into the scripts. It enables us to get to separations, time handles and fades, but along the timeline. And what it does, it gives you like a little bit of an audio overview of the blob you're working on. Very simplistic, but if you imagine on screen, you've got a separation to the left of a blob and separation to the right of it, and then you would place your time handles or fades within those parameters, okay, then boundaries. And so if you're able to move along the timeline between those parameters, then it gives you an indication audibly where in those boundaries you've actually put those things, those elements. So let's have a look anyway. I've got a number of blobs selected at bar 7, so let's go there.
4, 5, 6, 7. Transport cursor moved.
I'll select the blobs.
Selecting a blob. Please wait ... Done. Selected a blob at this location and return the cursor back to the transport at your last position.
Okay, so if we play what we've got.
Don't wanna be with.
Okay, don't want to be with. That's got a slight fade at the beginning because I've actually inserted a fade and time handle into here to show you what to do. So I'll move to our position.
Transport cursor moved to current position,
which is at 7, because remember whenever we audition something we need to do that. And so what we do is when we're on the transport, we can use Alt, left and right to move by 1 pixel. So this is very small movements, okay? So it would take a number of presses to get to where you want to go, but we'll try it. Alt and left. So I'm going to press Alt and left.
Hard separation.
Okay, and we found
hard separation curve.
A hard separation curve. This is where moving by 1 pixel is useful, because as soon as we find that hard separation curve, if we do it Alt left 1 more,
separation,
we're on the separation, which we can then press Alt and backspace to open options for us for this separation. So I'll just show you that.
What do you want to do with this separation dialog? List 1, list view. Move separation left, 1 of 4.
Okay, we've got it, move it left.
Move separation right, 2 of 4. Change separation type, 3 of 4. Remove separation, 4 of 4.
Okay, we can change the separation type or remove it. I'll just escape out of
Cancel
that.
the separation operation and
So that's how we move to it using the 1 pixel at a time method. But we've also got an automatic one which actually searches left if you press Alt and left bracket, or searches right if you press Alt and right bracket. And it's got a certain amount it will look, so it looks about 50 pixels, and that's for a reason. But let's go to bar 7 again.
7. Transport cursor.
We pressed enter to move us there, and this time I'm going to press Alt and left bracket.
Hard separation curve.
Okay, and it's automatically found it. Then we could use Alt and left.
Separation.
Okay, to move on to the separation. So let's go right from here.
Hard separation curve.
So 1 press moves us to the next element, which is the hard separation curve. And we'll press it again, Alt and right bracket. And it'll probably run out. So if it runs out of the search, it will play that little sound. That means it's not found anything in that search. So we'll just press it again, Alt and right bracket.
Separation.
And we've found the right separation. And just for your information, the reason we ran out of the search on this one is because I've merged 3 or 4 blobs together. So this is a bigger blob, so it's having to search further. But the basic concept here is, as we're on the right separation, if we do Alt left to go back to the left one, okay, it'll run out. And then we press it again.
Hard separation curve.
And then we're on the next one, the left one. So you know between those 2 boundaries, if you put something, it will be there. Okay, so just to summarize, Alt left and right by 1 pixel, Alt left and right bracket automatically up to around 50 pixels. Okay, so we'll go back to 7.
7. Transport cursor moved to current position.
And move us there. And I had the main tool selected then.
Selected tool, main tool.
Okay, so we didn't see any fades or any time handles. To see a fade, you need the fade tool selected, and to see a time handle obviously you need the time handle tool selected. You will always see separations, but let's just switch to the fade tool, which is 7 on the numbers row.
Fade tool selected.
Okay, so from our position now, if I do, let's do alt and right bracket.
Fade.
And we've gone straight to a fade. If we do alt and left bracket,
Hard separation curve.
we've moved to the separation on the left. So we move back to the fade,
Fade.
and we could now open options for that fade. But before we do that, I just want to make you aware that when we find a fade, you may find that it'll say fade, then a little bleep,
Fade.
then fade,
Fade.
fade, and then we've come off it. So if you hear say fade on its own only once and there's no fades around it, that's okay. If you hear fade and then a beep and then fade, 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 that's okay, because the shape of the fade changes and the script can only pick up on certain kind of criteria for that fade shape. So just because you hear fade 1, 2, 3, 4 times, that doesn't mean it's 4 different fades, it means it's the same fade. So, you know, a little bit confusing, but it's pretty clear when you actually get used to using these. It's because of the shape of the fade, and that's the same with time handles. So just to summarize that little bit.
Fade. Fade. Fade.
Okay, so I'm hearing
Fade.
fade,
Fade.
fade,
Fade.
fade, and we're off it again. So we had fade, 2 beeps, and then 2 fades, but that is all the same fade. Okay. So as we're on a fade,
Fade. Fade.
there we are. I'll press Alt and Backspace on this element.
What do you want to do with this fade dialog? List 1, list view. Move fade left. 1 of 5.
Okay, so you get to the options, and we'll look at these options in other videos, but we can move fade left,
Move fade right. 2
right.
of 5. Move fade curve up left parent steep slope right parent. 3 of 5. Move fade curve down left parent shallow slope right parent. Remove fade. 5 of 5.
Okay, so we get 5 different options there.
Escape. Cancel the fade operation and return.
So we've cancelled it, and I'm just going to go to the right separation with Alt and right bracket.
Fade.
So we've got that fade again,
Separation.
and we've moved to the right separation. Okay, so Alt and left bracket automatically to the fade.
Fade.
Again,
Fade.
again, again,
Hard separation. Separation.
and then we're up to the separation. So we've just moved between those boundaries, you know, of the separations and where the fade is. Okay, so I'm going to switch to the time handle tool now, which is 5 twice on the numbers row.
Time handle tool selected.
Okay, and I'm going to move to bar 7,
7.
where we
Transport cursor moved to current
started
position.
from. And this time I'm going to do Alt and right bracket again. Okay, we're not found anything. We'll go to the right separation.
Separation.
Right, okay, so the time handle was not to the right. So I'll press Alt and left bracket. Nothing.
Time handle.
And then we found the time handle. Okay, so I pressed Alt and... Initially, I'd pressed Alt and right, where if I'd have done Alt and left, it'd have moved us there. So I pressed Alt and left and right bracket to move automatically. Now we're on it, if we do Alt and left arrow key.
Time handle. Time handle.
Okay, again, it's saying it a few times.
Time handle. Time handle. Time handle.
So 3 times.
Time hand.
And then no more. If we carried on,
Hard separation curve.
we're up to that separation. I hope you're understanding this. So it's a very simple concept, but you know, it will be really useful when you actually get to using it. So I'll just do Alt and right bracket from where I am,
Time handle.
and we're on that time handle. So lastly with this, I'm going to just show you that if I'd have gone Alt and left bracket, we'd have gone straight onto the time handle.
7.
So go to bar 7, press
Transport cursor
enter,
moved to current position.
press Alt and left bracket,
Time handle.
and we're straight on the time handle. Okay, and we understand where this time handle is. It's just to the left of bar 7. Again, we can press Alt and Backspace on this to edit it.
What do you want to do with this time handle? Dialog. List 1, list view. Move time handle left. 1 of 3.
Okay, we can move it left,
Move time handle right, 2 of 3.
right,
Remove time handle, 3 of 3.
or remove it. So I'll just escape out
Cancel
of
the
that.
time handle operation and return the cursor back to the transport at your last position. Untitled star.
Okay, so lastly, let's just have a summary of this. Alt and left and right will move you by 1 pixel left and right on the transport. Alt left and right bracket will move you automatically up to 50 pixels to find an element. And then once you've found an element, you press Alt and backspace to open the options. In order to see separations, it doesn't matter what tool you've got, but to see time handles, you would need the time handle tool selected, which is number 5 twice on the numbers row. And to see fades, you would need the fade tool selected, which is number 7 on the numbers row. So that's just a basic look at review mode.